Hello and welcome to Beyond the Bio, the recap. In these short bite-sized episodes, I'm reflecting on Monday's main show and coming up with some action that you can take based on the topic. If you missed Monday's show, please go back and take a listen. You will find a link to it in the show notes. This week, I was joined by my friend and business partner, Natalie Turner. If you've met Natalie, she's unforgettable. She definitely has a strong personal brand. We were talking all about networking because I think Natalie is one of the strongest networkers around. And we actually met at a networking event. I want to say it was getting on for 10 years ago that I met Natalie. It was at a Women in Business type event in Newcastle, and we met. And actually, fast forward a few years, and we ended up taking over that group and rebranding it to become what is now known as City Ladies Networking. So not only is Natalie a friend of mine, but she's now also a business partner of mine in City Ladies. Alongside that, Natalie is a wealth manager and is the only person I know that can get very excitable about pensions. So she's definitely that person. She makes pensions a bit more interesting. We were talking about networking because, like I said, Natalie is an expert networker. She's actually been mentioned in at least one of my books, definitely in From Unknown to Unforgettable, because she has the most random experience of networking, as in the most bizarre circumstances, where she actually met somebody in the queue at Barbados Airport, did a bit of networking with them off the cuff, and they ended up becoming a client of hers. She tells that story in Monday's show, and it still makes me chuckle now. I mean, what a girl. It's it's impressive, isn't it? Natalie was chatting about the necessity of networking and how it helped her to grow her business, having had a successful corporate career, but moving into becoming self-employed. We talked about how you identify which events are worth going to and a bit of a strategy around how to make the most of those events. Natalie, I think, brings a very human approach to networking. She tries to just be engaging and fun. That's actually her strategy, and anyone that's been out with Natalie will know that she's definitely engaging and fun. But there was some really good hints and tips in there around what you do when you feel awkward and how to approach networking in a way that makes you feel a bit more comfortable. So whether that be attending with a friend or reaching out to an organizer in advance so that you can meet them and maybe they can introduce you to some people. So a few really good ideas there if you are feeling a bit uncertain about networking. Maybe you've not done any networking, or you've been out of the game for a while, or you've transferred into a different industry. All situations that can make us feel a little bit apprehensive before attending an event. One of the things I really enjoyed about Natalie was her talking about how she identifies what is going to be relevant in what she does to the person that she is connecting with. So I think that what she does is ask them questions about themselves first before then putting forward what it is that she does. And I think that's going to be my take action for this week. So hopefully, if you're a regular listener of the show, you will have your elevator pitch down pat and you know what you want to be saying as soon as you get the opportunity to pitch to somebody in any situation. But I think this is taking it to a different level. It's thinking about it very much in that context of networking and how you're going to hook someone in with your intro. So it's building on that elevator pitch, and it's thinking about who you might meet in different scenarios and how you're going to tailor that pitch. So if you remember, Natalie was talking about how she changes her job title to suit the situation. So sometimes she might introduce herself as a wealth manager. Sometimes it might be as a financial advisor. Now, effectively, they're the same things, but they do mean slightly different things to different people. And her example with the guy at Barbados Airport was that she talked about consolidating pensions, people who have pensions from different jobs and putting them together to make the most of those different schemes. And she was able to explain that that's what she did because it felt very relevant to what he'd already told her in terms of his work experience. So it's time to get creative. It's time to think about different scenarios that you might find yourself in. If you've not done any networking for a while, my challenge is also going to be to find an event to book onto. And City Ladies might well be it if you are a woman in business. If not, or you don't have a City Ladies near you, then do think about where else you can find events that are going to be relevant. My preference is always to do in person because I think it's way easier to connect with people in real life, but it's up to you. Be flexible, but definitely get something booked in. Really important to keep your network fresh, to keep having a pipeline of opportunities coming through, but also just to top up your energy levels, because whenever you attend a really good event and speak to amazing people, it does give you that energy buzz that is going to last for the rest of the day. So there we have it, a take action for you and I to think about and take today. As always, let me know how you get on, and I'll see you for the main show on Monday.